Hello, friends. I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? Hope it's fantastic. Everything here is great. Yesterday, I received this guy in the mail. This is Imperial Settlers, Imperial Miners, portal game that has a personal story. And so, for anybody who's not aware, I have been working with, contracting with, doing stuff for Portal Games since 2014, so 9 years now. This game is special to me because in those 9 years, I think for 8 of those 9 years, or maybe 7 of those 9 years, 7 or 8 of those 9 years, I have been the person taking pitch meetings at conventions. Ignacy asked me early on, would you mind taking the pitches from designers? I don't have time for it. I said, sure. Kind of a pre-screening. And so I've done that for a long time. I've done pitches at booths. I've gone to speed dating events. I've scheduled meetings and taken pitches a lot. And so in my capacity as a semi-professional board game scout, this guy showed up. And this is the only game, and probably 75, 100, I don't know, something like that, games that I've reviewed over the years for publication. This is the only one to be published. There was a second, I've been saying this is the only game I accepted. That's technically true. I think I had a physical prototype of this. Tim will have to correct me if I'm wrong. I had to go look through my emails. He first emailed me about this game in 2019, and we met at Gen Con that year and talked about it. I think I took a prototype home, but I'm not 100% positive. And then, of course, the next year, we all know what happened the next year, and then things went out of whack. And then 21, he said, hey, I'm still working on the game. Would you like to see it? And I went, oh, yeah, I absolutely want to see that game again. Brought it to Gen Con in 21. He showed me the updates that he had made to it. And I was immediately like, yeah, I want this. Let's do a Zoom meeting. In 21, Ignacy was not in the United States, so I couldn't immediately show him. I said, can we do a Zoom? Can I record a Zoom? I will send a recording to Ignacy and show him what's going on, and then, it's up to him. Because the way that Portal does things, it's a democratic process. The whole team votes on whether to publish a game or not. And so, being the initial vetter of some of that stuff, I would then send it to Poland, and they would go yay or nay. And so, it was a long process. And to Tim, I want to apologize for that. I mean, it was not a great time for anybody. But being a designer myself, I know what it's like to send an email into the hole and then never hear anything back or hear things back years later. And it's terrible. It's not a good process. And I don't like being a part of that. I would rather tell somebody up front, not for me. I know I have given prototypes to a lot of publishers that I'm positive were not interested in it, but their scout was the kind of person that didn't want to hurt feelings, so they took all kinds of prototypes and tried them. I would much rather tell somebody, not for me, or it could be if you did this. Which, like, the second game that I've only ever taken, the second game that I didn't take, I did do a Zoom call for that one. And we ultimately decided not to do anything with it. That one was he showed it to me. I said, I really think this would be great if you did this. He did that and brought it back to me, and I reviewed it and thought, I really like this. Let me show it to the team. Did the thing. Didn't end up working out. This one did. This is kind of like, I'm a foster parent of this. I'm an advocate for this. In all my years of doing it, all my years of taking those pitches, I've very, very much enjoyed it. I've got to meet some really wonderful designers. I've got to see some really interesting concepts. And I do actually legitimately enjoy talking about game design. I think I have something to say. I've been doing it for 20 years. Granted, I've only have one, traditionally published game and then self-published a bunch of stuff. But it was a really fun process to take a game from prototype and say, I want to see this in print, and handing it to Ignacy and he agreeing with me. It was as simple as I showed him the video. He said, I want to play this. And I told Tim, send Ignacy your files, or I'll send him your files, and we'll see what he says. And from that point forward, Ignacy made the game and played it all weekend with Miriam. Was like, I think this is, like, he immediately knew, like, I think this is our next thing. And I was like, perfect, because I really want to play this game. It's not, so this video really isn't about the game so much as it is about my time doing pitches. Adjacent to this, if you want to know more about the game, and if you want to see what's in the box, and you want to do those sorts of things, I guess this is somewhat of a sort of an announcement. I'm going to be putting those on the gaming channel. I'm going to revive the gaming channel that I've said I'm going to revive for a long time. I'm actually going to revive it. I'm tired of not talking about games. I have games and I have thoughts, and I'd like to put them somewhere. But this time, I'm not going to try to do anything special. I think it's going to be a very similar format to this, except that there will be lots of inserts of me showing off components. This works for me. In the last few videos we've done in this style, we did a lot of videos in this style on this channel. I will probably redo some of those games on the board gaming channel or on the gaming channel. And again, it's going to be a very rough around the edges thing. Like, trying to do the polished stuff with the game overviews and the showing you how turns work, I don't enjoy it. Not that I don't enjoy it, but I've become way too critical of myself, and I don't want to release the videos, and then it makes me feel worse for even trying. And so I think it's better for me to just pick a game, put it on the table, show you what's going on, and talk about why I like it or don't like. I guess I don't plan on doing negative reviews, but I might. And so that's going to happen. We're going to do that with this game. This will be the first new game on the channel where I will do an unboxing. I haven't punched anything. It's all as it came to me in here. We'll do an unboxing, and then we'll do a little rundown, probably as separate videos, and maybe the unboxing will be a short. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But if you want to see more about Imperial Miners and you want to hear my thoughts on it, the gaming channel will be the place for that. I'm going to try to... I think what I will do is do like a two-pronged approach where I will talk about the game here on this channel, just because, like we did with Earth. I talked about Earth being my new obsession the other day, or when I got back from Origins. We'll probably do a talk about, I'll probably introduce the game here, but then do the other channel will have content. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, I think. And I think I'm going to try to do more video game content there too, just stuff. But like very similar, it's going to feel like this. It's going to probably be filmed right here. Like, it's going to be low production, which is what I need in order for me to continue doing it. So Imperial Miners will be over there, hear all about it, see it played, whatever. I don't know yet. I'm going to try to... I've been using my cell phone a little bit more for shots this year, and this is a Hero 7. No, not Hero 7. Pixel 7 Pro. I had Samsung phones for 5 or 6 years, or actually much longer than that. Probably 10 years prior to getting this, switching to Pixel. And video recording on the Samsung phones was not good. When I would try to import it into like Handbrake or something to try to match up the audio, that's a whole thing. It would get all goofy. This thing, I still have to do video syncing because phones record weird, but it's flawless and it's seamless. And so I think this is like second camera kind of stuff, and we're just gonna kind of do it raw and do it live and see what happens. And I'll probably be posting that content, obviously on that channel, but also on Twitter and probably on Threads. I don't know that I'll put it on Instagram, but Instagram is becoming... Threads is becoming like a hybrid for me, whereas I used to have... Twitter was my board gaming space, and Instagram was kind of like my personal life, my kids, my woodworking type stuff, pictures of animals, that sort of thing. Threads is now kind of a little bit of everything, and so I might start kind of letting that bleed into Instagram and show more game content over there. I'm not really sure yet. I don't know why I care. I don't know why I'm trying to be like my life is so interesting I need to have platforms for individual topics or something. I'm not that interesting, I don't think, but some people some people want to see my board game content and don't want to see everything else. So I don't know how best to serve that. But yeah, let me know if you have any thoughts on all of that. Let me know if you're excited about Imperial Miners. I will put a link to the US store page in this video description for when it goes on pre-order. This is coming out next month. Essen. I think it's coming out at Essen. I don't know when it's coming out in the US. I don't remember. You'll have to go look. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. I had to think about that. Today's word you should know sounds smart is requisite. It is a noun or adjective meaning a mandatory action, requirement, or condition, or necessary and mandatory. Being physically fit is requisite to getting a job as a firefighter. Requisite. R-E-Q-U-I-S-I-T-E. I know quite a few volunteer firefighters who are not physically fit.